Good day. Before we begin, this is a satirical reenactment of Mr. Trump's own words, presented for your amusement. Let's dive in. We had very good talks today, having to do with Russia, Ukraine. Something could be happening. We likewise had very good talks on Iran. Iran looks like it wants to make a deal very badly. We have to see what that deal is. But I think Iran looks like they want to make a deal very badly, as they should. Last time they decided maybe not to do it, but I think they probably feel differently. We'll see what the deal is. It's going to be different than last time. And we have a big armada. We have a big fleet heading in that direction. We're going to be there pretty soon. So we'll see how that works out. The stock market, as you know, broke a number that they thought was going to be impossible to break. Certainly during my first year, they said, if you could do it in your fourth year. By the fourth year, we broke $50,000 on the Dow. Most people thought that was not possible to do so quickly. We did it in the first year. So we're about 3 years ahead of schedule. It's going good. Prices are way down. You don't hear the Democrats talking about affordability anymore, which they caused the affordability problem very badly. But you don't hear that word. I haven't heard that word spoken in a week and a half. Because they can't speak because the prices are down. Energy's down. If you look at oil, if you look at gasoline. A gallon of gasoline in Iowa, I was there last week, it was $1.85, $1.89, and $1.99 at 3 different stations. And it's that way in a lot of places. So gasoline is way down, energy's down, groceries are down. We've broken the Biden disaster, the mess that I inherited. The border is extremely secure, more so than it's ever been. We've got 9 months with 0 people coming in illegally. And I think the immigration problem is, we're doing very well. And crime is at a record low for 125 years. It was just announced. The lowest it's been since 1900. That's pretty good. That's a long time. I've had a great relationship. Think of what I've done. Criminal justice reform. Nobody else could do it. Obama couldn't do it. Nobody could do it. Clinton couldn't do it. They actually went the other way. They went into a very bad thing for African American people, black people. They went to it. They did very bad things. I did very good things. But criminal justice reform, and then I funded the universities, which nobody else was willing to do. They were going every year, they'd come back to Washington, and they'd be begging for money. Begging. I got to be friendly with some of the heads of the schools. And they would come back and they would literally tell me they're forcing us to beg. I'm the one that got them long-term financing and more than they were looking for. So there's nobody that's done more. And I think maybe more than anything else was criminal justice reform. They've been trying to get it for years, and I'm the one that got it done. So nobody can tell me about that. That somebody posts, a staffer, posts. And I knew it was all about, if you take a look at that and see the whole thing, it was a small section at the very end. But that was about fraudulent elections, which we have a lot of them. We're going to get it stopped. And I liked the beginning. I saw it and just passed it on. And I guess probably nobody reviewed the end of it, because what I saw at the beginning was really strong. It was about fraudulent elections. And any time I see that stuff, and when it's credible, you put it up. But somebody slipped and missed a very small part. Now, by the way, again, a takeoff on. I guess I didn't do it, by the way. This was done by somebody else. This was a re-truth. It was not done by us. But that was a very strong truth. It was a very strong statement made about the fraudulent elections in a certain part of our country, which are really bad.